Today I'm in the wood yard. I got a pile of logs here, I got a pile of logs over there, and I got saws in the truck. It's time to get cutting. Here we go. So in yesterday's video, Tyler was here and he helped me stack a bunch of this cherry that's been on the ground forever and the stuff that I just split. And then he did some filming for me. You saw that video. It was a good video. He did a good job on the camera. We moved these logs over here and I basically made a place where I could put them so I could get at them because they were back in the corner. I'll show you where they were. They were kind of in the way of me being able to get at this wood and get it stacked. That's right here. And in order to get it out of there, I needed to come right between the piles that I have here and here, grab them out of there. And I had to be careful not to hit my drain pipe back here because that's the drainage for my detention pond up over there. And this wood I want to end somewhere in here. And because I want to keep it kind of on the edge where the sun can still hit it so it can get dry. So this is all the cherry I did, Bo and I split and cut last February. So that's finally off the ground, and most of it, I would say 99% of it is already dry. There's stuff that was on the bottom with some wet, but it's pretty much ready to burn already. So now at least it's organized. I know how much I have. It's in rows. We're going to finish that off. And I think what I'm going to do as soon as I've got shade right now is I'm going to cut back in this pile right here, and this is a pretty decent sized pile. I don't know how much is here. I didn't even really look at it. Quite a bit. I can get that cut up, probably a couple tanks. I'll get it cut and I'll throw it out over here, and then I'll split it right here, and then it'll get stacked right in this area. Then that pile over there, as I cut that pile, the stuff I moved out of the way, I will cut that, split it right here, put it in the bucket, and then just bring it over with the tractor. There's the tractor. I'll bring it over here and we'll get it stacked right away. So I'm going to finish it today because I got, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours of time I can get going on this. So hopefully I can get it all done today before dark. So we'll find out. We'll see if we can do it. Can I do it? That's the challenge. I got the saws right here. They're ready to go. I got 3 of them. I didn't bring my big boy out because this is just cherry. It's small stuff. So I got the 572s and the 576. We're going to cut on the pile back in the shade first. So here we go. It's cutting time. So I was just looking at the logs before I cut here, and a lot of these logs, like you see this one here, it's got a crack all the way, and a lot of these logs, the bark's coming off already, they're already turning gray, and because it's cherry, it dries very fast. These have been sitting here now for 7 months, 8 months, something like that. So a lot of this stuff, I'm thinking when I cut it, it's gonna be pretty dry, and I split it, it's gonna dry in a matter of a month or two, it'll be ready to burn. So it's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's what I really like about cherry. So before I do that though, I've got all these chunks I gotta pick up here, and I got a bunch of chunks over here. So I'm gonna take the tractor and we're gonna pick all of these chunks up, these odd pieces, and I'm gonna throw those into the cookie bin first. Finally, it can cut! Look at that. A pile of wood I have created once again. So I cut about 3.5 tanks or so is what I would guess. So maybe 3.5, not quite 4 full cords, because I usually cut about a full cord per tank. So I'm thinking it's between 3 and 4, somewhere in there. I threw the cookies off to the side. I threw all the pieces over here as I was cutting, so I wouldn't be standing on the rounds trying to stay on top and fearing for my life. And a couple things I found while I was doing it. One was when I put this pile here, I knew there was a brush pile right here, and since then, of course, it's all settled down because it was kind of a higher pile. I just sat right on top of it. I figured that would keep it off the ground. But of course, when I'm cutting, I'm thinking, oh, it's a brush pile, and cut right into it. There's one rock right here. I found it with the tip of my saw. See that mark right there? I did that. And it was right at the end of a tank, and it's an older chain, which is no big deal, so I might just toss it. It got dull instantly. Like cutting with a bowling ball. It got bad fast. So I just shut it off, so I went to the next saw. So as I was throwing the pieces over here, I found some that were kind of interesting. This one here is a butt cut. You can see how cracked that is. And look at the cracks. They go all the way through this, all the way through there, and then into the inside. And you can see all the cracks here and there and there and there. And it just feels dry on the inside. That's one of them. And then there was another one here. This one right here that was cracked. You can see the crack. Look at that. It runs all the way down. And look at how deep that crack is. I mean, it goes all the way through. It goes from this side to this side. So, and this stuff just feels dry. Even when I was throwing it, it felt dry. Here's another one that's end cut. You can see how cracked that is. And look at the cracks go all the way and went through the whole log like that. All the way. Look at this one. Goes right through the middle too. So, pretty nice. I found a nice burl in there. I cut that out because they do sell those separately. That's a pretty nice looking one. That's probably a $20, $30 one. That's what I've been selling them for. I don't know, what do you guys get for burls? In the comments, let me know. If you sell burls, what do you get? What are they worth? Last time I sold them, I sold 6 of them. I think I took 6 for 120 bucks. So 20 bucks a piece. I'm happy, he's happy, and it's better money than firewood. And some guys say they're worth 40, 50 bucks a piece. I don't know. All I had was cherry ones, and they're all about that size. Well, there's that pile. That one's done. Now I got to come over here, and I got to hit this pile after I go sharpen my saws and get a drink and cool off a bit, change my thong. This is a pile that I moved over here. This is going to be a fun one because look at that. That's going to be fun. And more dirt, lots of dirt, so I'll have to make sure I kind of watch for that and kick it out. But this pile looks like not quite a two tank pile. Tank and a half is my guess for that pile is what it's going to be. So I'm going to go get a bite to eat, get a drink, cool off, come back. We're going to cut that pile. And I got sharpened saws. Be right back. Let's cut some more. There it is. Pile number 2 complete. So I got stage 2 complete. I moved it, I got it cut. Well, that's stage 3 now. I got it in piles. So 3 stages. 3, not 3, 3. Now I have to split and then stack and then sell eventually. So whew, it's hot. No wind. It's like 78 degrees, which doesn't sound like hot, but when there's no wind and you're in the sun and put a black shirt on, I'm going blind from sweat. All right, I'm gonna go get the splitter. I'm gonna put it over here. I'm gonna see how much I split I can get done before the sun goes down. I got about 2 hours to sunset. So, and then the mosquitoes come out and then I'll be done. So, time to get splitting. Look at that pile of wood. I got the little pile done. The big pile still awaits me right over there. The sun is on its way down right now, and I'm starving. That's it for today. I'm coming back tomorrow and finish this. I'll see you tomorrow. Poke some buttons. Tomorrow, 5:30 a.m. I will be here. You'll be here. Between now and then, go to my channel. There's 800 videos. Look right over there. There's one right now. Ooh, watch that one. That's a good one. Good night, everyone.